Hello! In my last video about board games, me and my children detailed some of the best games that we enjoyed in 2020. And after doing it, I sat and I thought, wouldn't it be more useful to show you these in a bit more detail? So, let's bring a few of them down to the table and we can have a look. So, first up, Pyramid of the Pengqueen. It's a 2 to 5 player game for ages 8 and above. My kids love it, I enjoy it. Let's see how it works. So, when you open up the Pyramid of the Pengqueen box, you're greeted with the playing board, which is this bad boy. It's double-sided, and you got the Pengqueen side, or Pengqueen side, you can tell because of the sign there. And you got the Penguin Explorers side. And what you're going to do is you want to actually slot this into the box itself, creating the play area. Easy, fantastic. So when you play the game, you'll have your Penguin Explorers sat on this side, and the Pengqueen sat on this side. So here you have your components. You've got your lives, you've got your Penguin Adventure playing pieces, you've got your dice, I'll go over those in a minute. You've got your Pengqueen playing token for the Penguin Adventurers to see. Once again, that'll become clear. The Pengqueen dice, your playing cards with the treasures on them that you'll need to hunt down, and this is the standard deck of cards. Alright, that's all the components covered. Let's find out what they do. So, when you first start playing the Pyramid of the Pengqueen, the first thing you want to do is to decide whether you're going to play as the Pengqueen or whether you're going to play as one of the little penguin adventurers. See? Isn't he cute? Look at that. Now, let's go over these components. So you've got your life tokens. When the Pengqueen has caught you in the maze, you lose one of these and you give one to the Pengqueen. When you've given her a certain amount of them, or when she's gained a certain amount from all the players, it's game over. You don't have to lose all your lives to lose in this game, unfortunately. The next thing you'll see are these cards. Everybody, or every player that's playing as a Penguin Adventurer, will get given one of each colour of these cards. And on these cards is a treasure which can be seen on the map of the board. And we'll get to that again in a second. But the idea is to collect all these treasures and then you win. And the Pengqueen has got to try and stop you. Okay, so at some point in the game, your board might look like this. You've got your little Penguin Adventurer there. See him? And you've got a statue on his card. So he has to go for the statue. The way you do that, give the dice a roll. Let's have a look, see what we got. Okay, so as you can see, you rolled a Pengqueen symbol. Now if you ever roll these symbols, before you do anything else, you have to give this to the Pengqueen. More on that in a bit. Second up, let's have a look. So we've got an arrow. An arrow means that you can go to a wall, basically. So from here, he can go all over there. As long as he stops at the wall, he's fine. However, you can't go 1, 2, 3. It has to be all the way to a wall. So at the moment, that's no good to him. So let's see what else we got. A 1, a 4. None of those are really useful. So what we're going to do is re-roll. You can do this as many times as you like. Alright, let's have a look. A bit more useful. Once again, Pengqueen symbol. That dice goes to the Pengqueen. Now let's have a look. 3 or 4. Well, you can go backwards, back and forth in this game. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So he's got his card and he announces that to the Pengqueen. He gives it to her. So she'll know exactly where he is. So this is a typical setup of Pyramid of the Pengqueen to start with. You've got your dice, you've got your playing pieces, and that's where the Pengqueen resides. Now if you look on the other side of the board, you can see we've got the Pengqueen figure, but there's no adventurers. The idea being that Pengqueen has no idea where the adventurers are. The only way the Pengqueen will ever know where they are is when they capture an item, and the player that captured the penguin that captured an item shows her the card, so she knows exactly where a penguin would be. So a typical turn with the Penguin Adventurers would be to roll these dice. Let's do that. Okay. Now, any dice, ignore I changed that, any dice with the Pengqueen symbol goes to the Pengqueen. Now you can ask for those dice back, but if you do that, the Pengqueen will get some free moves depending on how many dice she's giving you back. So let's say green rolled, he can choose a 4 or a 2, or he can re-roll. But if he re-rolls, he risks rolling another Pengqueen symbol and losing more dice. So he's just going to move 4. He's got a diamond card, so our little man here is going to move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, blue has only got 3 dice to work with now, so let's see what we can do. He's got an arrow. So blue, he's got a grey chicken mask thing, and that's all the way up here. But our blue here, he's going to try and confuse the Pengqueen. So he's going to use the arrow dice and move all the way to the edge of the board. Alright? So that's the Pengqueen's turn. Let's see what she can do. Okay, so here we are with the Pengqueen. She's got this dice. She's going to roll this. 1. So she gets to move 1 space, plus however many spaces these extra dice allow. So in this case, it's 3 spaces. So Pengqueen's going to be moving 1, 2, 3. Bear in mind she has no idea where the adventurers are. And if we look on the other side of the board, you can see that the Pengqueen's moved. See? Let's have a look at that. Now, in the event that the Pengqueen actually captures one of them, and green would have to go all the way back down to the sarcophagus and start his hunt again, after giving Pengqueen one of his lives. Once the Pengqueen has amassed a certain number of lives, the game is over and the Pengqueen wins. The players, or the adventurers, they have to get the first person to get all their treasure tokens wins. And that is roughly how to play Pyramid of the Pengqueen. Next up, I don't know yet.